Hi everybody, this is Stacy with All My Magical Things, and I'm bringing you another process video in my Creative Commonplace book today. And first off, let me start by saying welcome back if you've been here before, and welcome if you're new here. I hope you can find something that is worth your time to watch. I'm Stacy at Creative Commonplace, and my definition of commonplacing is collecting wisdom, and I do that by finding from books I read, speakers, something I see online, wherever I find the wisdom. And then I want to put it in my Creative Commonplace book, which is just a composition notebook that I've covered in stickers. And the creative part is I use stickers and paper and paint and collage and ribbon and fabric and my own artwork and whatever I come across that works in my pages. And then I make it creative, so that makes me want to come back and read it again when I need it. And so today, we have a piece of wisdom from Instagram. The account is at Wild Women Sisterhood. I believe we just did a page from them. Yeah, the Go For It page, the one about my grandma. That was also from that account on Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and read you the quote, and then we'll get started. You step into your highest version when you invest in what no one can steal. Your mindset, your character, your integrity, your authenticity, your discipline, and your capacity to stay kind. And that's at Wild Women's Sisterhood on Instagram. So usually I start with I have a piece of wisdom that I want to put in my book, and then I start rummaging through my supplies, my stash, to find a color scheme, and then go from there, find things that I think are going to go with my page. Now today I'm using some of what I call my painty papers. My last video I did kind of a painty paper process video, and I thought maybe today I could show you what I actually do with those painty papers. This one I cut up into circles, and actually I have a basket, and that's where I started. I have a basket of painty papers that I've just cut up. I've used a punch. I have a tab punch, and I think maybe we'll put a tab on today. Find one that goes with it. And I've punched out big circles, and that's where I got the circles for our page today. There's little circles. Sometimes I cut them up into squares. But let's see if we can find a tab punch that's going to go on our page today. I think I like that pink. But yeah, so anybody who had any questions, like what do you do with those painty papers? Cut them up, stick them in a basket, pull from them when I need to. And also, we're not using any Happy Planner sticker books today. I know I usually do, but I have these from the Dollar Tree. And I just thought they're whimsical and they're fun little fairies, and it kind of goes with the whole vibe of this quote. So we're going to use those today. Let me get these out of the way. I have some alpha stickers to maybe put a title on. I like to do that. Of course, we have the painty papers that we're going to use. And then also, these were in my scrap bin. They're the edges of some paper that I cut off, maybe some sketchbook paper or something. And I'm thinking about using these today. I really like the ends, and so maybe we'll put those in. Well, we probably will put those in. I've got a plan for that. And then I have a bunch of magazine cutout words that I pulled from this crazy box of my magazine cutout words. And I picked out some that maybe go with the quote. I don't know if we'll use them all, but we've got a bunch to choose from today. And then I have some scrapbook paper. I'm leaning towards a pastel-y color, kind of, because we have these greens and blues and purples in our circles. So I'm kind of leaning towards this green maybe. I'm really liking this green. Yeah, I think we'll go with this green today. Maybe. Is that the green I wanted? You know what? I tore out the piece I want. No, that's the same color, isn't it? Okay. All right, we got a green. So we'll go ahead and rip this out. How is everyone? Yesterday was our first official day of summer. My daughter's a teacher, and Friday was her last day of school. So yesterday was hot and beautiful in northern Pennsylvania, and we had a first day of summer pool party. I think I talked about, you know, I put up a Grammy's water park for my 2 3-year-old granddaughters, and also my big pool is shining and beautiful and filled and all swimmable. So now what I'm wondering is, do I do a single page or a double page? Because I have all of these circles. Now what I'm thinking is we're going to lay out these circles. I think we're going to do a double page, guys, because my thought process is, while I was looking at my stuff, we lay out these circles and then we have these 6 characteristics to invest in. And my thought is to take these strips of edging from the sketchbook paper and maybe write one characteristic on each one and kind of stick them on each circle. So we're definitely going to need 2 pages. Okay, so we're going to have to get that other piece of paper too to cover this. Okay, let's cover this side first. So yeah, if you are in the US or you have summertime now, or I'm not sure. I'm sure, yeah, Canada, UK, you guys probably have summer too. Are you enjoying summer so far? Are you having good weather? Our weather says it's supposed to rain the rest of the week, which we did have one thunderstorm the other night, but we really do need some rain. So that's fair enough. Rain doesn't seem so bad to me when it's warm out. It doesn't seem so dark and dreary if the temperature's not freezing. So yeah, we had our first official floating in the pool with my favorite floaty. So that was exciting. And the kids just had a blast. They had such a good time. They've got a little pool and a splash pad and all these things. And they also got in the big pool with the big people. So they had a lot of fun. Okay, now what I'm putting down is double-sided tape. It's a Duck brand. I like to use this on video because it is usually easier for me to peel than the other stuff. I have some I've ordered from Amazon too that I also use in my book, but this one is usually the one I can peel the easiest without any trouble. So I like to use that on camera. So you guys aren't watching me struggle too much anyway. Okay, let's put this on. So yeah, I did that painty paper video last video. I think whoops, I'm not up high enough. Oh, can we get it off? Yes, we can. I think I posted it like it was on Saturday, I believe. And that was a little nerve-wracking, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a viewer ask if I could show how I made my painting papers, and I don't know that I did the best job. It was more like an art journal page than maybe what some would call painting papers. So I'm gonna probably try that again for you guys if you're interested. But it was a lot of fun. I enjoy just playing with my art supplies. Now, like, I was thinking, like I said in the video, if you guys want to see more, doing like a series of just using different art supplies. Like that time I used acrylic ink and acrylic markers mainly. And so next time we could use, you know, water soluble pastels or colored pencils or, you know, watercolor, acrylic paint, just the different art supplies. That is, if that's something you guys would like to see. Okay, well that peeled off even easier than before. Okay. Oops, we gotta take this tab off. I also save these strips. Does anybody else save these strips? Maybe that's why my scrap basket is so full. Save everything. We ought to do a scrap busting series or something, you know, going through scraps. I am starting, I've got an idea for a new project that I want to do. It's going to be a junk journal, but a recipe keeping junk journal, like memory keeping, but it'll have family recipes. I think I need bigger scissors. It'll have family recipes in it with like stories. And where I got the idea from that, I think I've talked about this channel before. There's a channel on YouTube called It's Only Paper, and her name is Lisa, and she's one of my favorite junk journalers, memory keeping journaler. And she has a recipe junk journal kind of deal, family recipes, family stories that she's doing for her kids also. And she gave me the inspiration for that. And so I'm just slowly starting to put stuff together that I want to use to make that junk journal, and then start filling in memories with the recipes. So I don't know, is that something you guys would like to watch? I think I've whittled it down to a couple different binders. I think I want to use a binder for it. That way my kids can, when they're theirs, they can continue to add recipes for their kids. So I'm thinking of binder. And those, do you know those cool Betty Crocker, the older Betty Crocker red and white binders? I have a couple of those, and I'm really thinking about using those to like make the junk journal. And then go ahead and start putting in the recipes and all of that. And you guys, if you have not seen Lisa's channel, It's Only Paper, you need to watch. She's super sweet. She does some, I love her style of how she lays out things in her journals, and it's very cool. So check her out. I'm going to try to link her below. I'm not sure I know how to do that, but I will figure it out. And go ahead and watch her channel. She's pretty awesome. I really like her stuff. Okay, now what I want to do, I'm thinking we need a title. You step into your highest version when you invest in what no one can steal. Okay, we're going to make invest the title. We're going to use these blue stickers for that. Maybe put it right across here. Maybe. And then those words, that beginning sentence, put up here somewhere, and then your mindset, your character, all those characteristics, we're going to put one on each circle, and I'm going to use that. So I'm going to go and write all that stuff down, you guys, and I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, I'm back, and I've gotten these all wrote down. So let's see here. Your mindset, your integrity, your character, your authenticity, and your capacity to stay kind. Okay, what do we think? All right, that looks interesting. I think that's interesting. And then I took the other part of that sentence and I also put them on here because I thought that looked cool. You step into your highest version when you invest in what no one can steal. Okay, we got to move some things around here to make this fit. Put this one on this side. Because I want to put the title. Maybe we could put the title right there. This looked like it was going to work in my head, guys. I promise. Let's slide this one down. Okay. All right. I think I like it. I think I like it. I think we can do this. So let's put down these circles. Now I don't want to move anything, so I remember where I put it. Oh, I need my glue sheet here. I don't know if I said it in a while. This is a Dollar Tree cutting mat. One of my subscribers, once upon a time, suggested that to me, that's what she uses for a glue mat. And then you can just wipe it off when you're done. And so that's what I've been using. Did I put that up too high again? Oh, I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, so that's what I've been using ever since then. I used to use an old book. I mean, that's a lot of journalers do. That's how I learned about it. A lot of journalers use a glue book and then they rip off the pages. And they use them for other things. And I was doing that. But boy, you go through a lot of pages really quick when you're a messy gluer like me. And so she had suggested the Dollar Tree cutting boards. And you get 2 in a pack. So if you get lazy like me and you don't clean off one when you're done with it, you still have another one when you go back. Okay. Did I not get enough glue on there? So yeah, I'm excited about this recipe journal. Now, I've been working on a baby book junk journal for my granddaughter. For my granddaughters. And I've been working on that. But that one, I really can't show on camera. My daughter would be very upset with me if I put her kids' faces on the internet. So, I mean, I imagine I could do a page without the photos and then put the photos on after. I don't know if that would work out or not. But I've made that out of an old Richard Scarry book. It's large because I only work well with large journals. And it's got like 3.5 inch spine because I put 5 signatures in it. And my thought process was this will cover 5 years of their life. I don't know, it's filling up really quickly and they're only 3. And I haven't even finished year 2. I'm behind because I made it before all my health issues. So I'm a little behind on it. So I don't know if it's going to hold the whole 5 years. We will see. But it is very chunky. Maybe I can show you guys sometime without opening it up and showing the pictures. It is a big, big book. Whoops. Sticky fingers with the glue stick. So yeah, I've been thinking like what kind of videos to do. I know I've mainly done these creative commonplace videos. But I have other, you know, I do a lot of different things. I want to make sure they got them in the right order. I do a lot of different things. I'm talking journaling wise, art journaling, creative commonplacing, junk journaling, Bible journaling, which I haven't done in quite some time. And I would really like to get into memory keeping journaling. The only memory keeping ones I've done so far is my granddaughter's books and a little bit, like I showed you, my memory book I showed you with my grandma's house page, which doesn't have many in it. Okay, we got that on there, safe and sound. Now let's see. So the title, you step into your highest version when you invest. Okay, invest is going to be the title. Now, do I just stick that on there, or does that need some paper behind it? Let's try putting it on here and seeing what that looks like. Invest. We need a V. Looks like there's like 3 different shades of blue. Trying to alter them here. Invest. Now we need an E. Alternate them. Did I say alter? I meant alternate. Oh my gosh, I get so tongue-tied when I'm trying to do this and talk. 2 things at once, Stace. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. Okay, now we need a T. All right, that V is very crooked, but all right, let's try that. Stick that on there. I don't know what I think, but I'm going to cut that down a little bit. Probably could be a little bigger, but that's what we got. That's what we got. All right, we're going to stick it on. We're going to do it. See all the glue on my mat? I am the messiest gluer that I've ever seen. Okay, there's our title. Put that scrap up there. That's my little plate of stuff that I find that I think I want to use eventually. What does this say? Bath time? I don't know. Just little bits and pieces. These are some wax seals that I made. I have a wax seal kit. I haven't played with that in forever. I need to get that out and put that on a page. Okay, back to our regular scheduled program. You know what I didn't look for, guys? I did not look for any kind of trim or fabric or anything like that. Right now, she's looking a little boring. So I have to jazz it up. Let's put this on for our tab. Okay. All right, we got these fairy stickers and we have these word strips. Let's check out our word strips. See what we got. This is blue. Seek and you will find. Be unique. That's a nice one. Positive thoughts. That's a good one. Trust God, take chances, and do it afraid. I like that one. Dreaming big. One step at a time. Making sure what you do matters now and forever. I like that one too. Seek and you will find. I don't know. I think I want this one up top. Trust God, take chances. All right, what else do we got here? Strong is going to any length. This is a long one. Can we fit it? Okay, and the dream big. We can put over here. And then we have love. The little pink on there. And compassion. Because it says your capacity to stay kind. Let's see if we can find a good rhythm here to put them on. Okay, what do we think? Well, we've got these stickers. I was like, there's some bare spots. Oh, no. But we have those stickers to put on also. So let's stick these on before I decide that I have to rearrange them all again. Okay, dreaming big. Strong is going to any length. Sometimes it amazes me the words and phrases that you can find just going through a magazine. And my box of magazine clippings is, like I showed you, it has a lot in there. So I'm trying really hard to use up some of those too. Okay, stick on our Be Unique. One step at a time. That's how everything works. One step at a time. I also follow this lady on Instagram. I think the name of her account is Becoming Me in 80 Days. Something like that. I'll have to look it up and let you guys know. She is, she's very cool. She's started out giving herself 80 days to become the person she wants to be. And her premise is, you know, she's a mom, and, you know, if you're a mom, you sink yourself into, you know, your kids and raising them and, you know, doing your family and all of that. And she said, and she got lost on, she doesn't know who she is anymore. And she doesn't have confidence in herself and all this stuff. So she made a decision to start being more, you know, doing the things more that she really wants to do. And not that she hates being a mom. She loves being a mom. She's happy to take care of her family. All of that is just finding herself in the margins. And this quote reminds me of her because she talks about how she's finding out that it's not one big event. It's showing up every day, doing the little things that you told yourself you're going to do. And it is super cool to watch her journey. So if you ever need any inspiration on that, go ahead and go over to Instagram and look up Becoming Me in 80 Days, I believe is her account. Like I said, I'll have to double check and find that out for sure. Oh, look, these little fairies are cute. Oh, we've got a little frog. Where are we going to put the little frog? We'll set him right on the one step at a time. Oh, that's cute. I feel like this is a little different. Or am I just being delusional? I feel like this is a little different from what I usually do. I don't know. Maybe it's just the stickers. They're different than what I usually use. And I know I've shared my Happy Planner stickers with you guys, but I have a plethora of just regular stickers too. What can I say? I love to collect them. Once I found out I was allowed to. I think I said that on this channel before. I lived under a rock and I didn't know that grown-ups you could still collect stickers and trinkets and such as a grown-up. I didn't know that was an okay thing to do. But as soon as I found out, I have had no trouble starting my collection, that's for sure. All right, I feel like these guys are just a little whimsy. We need a couple more butterflies. Another butterfly. Do we have any more frogs? Yes, we do. The frogs are cute. Where are we going to put him? We'll set him right there on integrity. I like this girl on the flower. I don't know. Yeah, we can set her right there. I was like, I don't know if we have room, but we do. We do have room. Do we have one with a little green dress? I don't think so. Set her right there. All right, what do you guys think? How's it coming along? I think I don't know if I have any trims that I can put on here. I forgot all about the trims. Whoops, that's going to go right over that. All right, that's cute. What else can we do? Hang on one second, guys. I'm just going to pop in my drawer here and see if I can find a trim that'll go with the colors. What do we got? Blue, purple, pink. Nope, that's probably not it. That's got pink and white, like little butterflies. There's a lot on here. What do you think? Does that go with our page? Oh, it could go with our page. On the edge. I don't want to staple it. So let's get out this glue. This is art glitter glue. I don't know if this is the right one for fabric, but I've used it on other trim and it seems to work out okay. After I clean off the tip. Okay. Put a little on the edge. That way we can have it hanging off the edge of the paper. I'm probably out of frame, ain't I, guys? I noticed I've been doing that the last few videos. Like I watch them back and I'm like, oh my gosh, Stace, you're out of frame. Push the book up. Like I'm yelling at myself. Are you guys yelling at me too? You should. You should be. I wish I could hear you. Maybe I would push it up sooner. Okay. Stick that on. Oh, I think that's cute. I wish I had enough to do the other side. And is anybody else with this art glitter glue so panicked about getting the pin back in quickly? I always feel like, oh my gosh, Stacey, hurry up and get that pin in or you're just not. It's going to dry up, it's going to plug up, and you're not going to have it, blah, blah, blah. Is that just me? I feel like that's probably just me. Oh. Trim that off a little bit. There, that's cute. I feel like we need something on that tab. Let's see. How about this pretty blue flower? Yeah, that fits perfect. Now we need a word. We need a word under there. Let's see. Step into your highest version when you invest in what no one can steal. I need a word. We need a color that works. Let's use this pink. Oh, I don't know if this pink is going to show up in this purple. We're going to write invest again. Because I don't know about anybody else, but I know for myself, I need those reminders constantly. Constantly. Okay, we need, I feel like we need a couple more butterflies flying around. I love to have my pages full. All right, guys, what do you think? It's kind of a little simple page today. Of course, I feel like I say that a lot, don't I? Simple page. But I think it's looking good. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to stick this little birdie over here. Nope, maybe not. Right there. Hope you guys enjoyed the page and the message that this quote has. Make sure you do invest in your highest self. Step into your highest self. Invest in yourself. That's what I mean. Don't forget that you're important on your list too. Make yourself a priority also. All right, guys. I think that's all for today. I really appreciate you being here. If you like the video, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things. And I will see you next time. Bye.